Do you know time does not exist? Let me explain. First of all, I am responding to comments on TikTok. I post a video talking about time, past, future, and present moment. And I got a lot of comments, like a bunch of them, but some of them I want to really address. I saw there's a few that are asking, if time doesn't make sense, then why we have a sense of the past? Or some people mention that if time does not exist and we already know the book is already exists, then where's our free will? So let me break it down. So first of all, the video is about time does not exist, and it only exists in the third dimension, and that's how we are living in the matrix of third dimension, and the time is linear, straight line. But if we go higher dimension, let's say the video it's using book as an example. If I am right now here reading this book, I am in a higher dimension of the consciousness reading this book. But let's say within the book is another dimension, and there's many different characters. So the book is the third dimension, and by me here right now reading this book is representing in the higher dimension. To answer that, if you like some of the comments that like asking or questioning about if there's no past, then why we experience like what we experience quote unquote past is because you are in the book. Does that make sense? Let's say I'm flipping to a page 136 and you on the 3D dimension experiencing 136 page at the moment, right? So anything before 136 pages is considered your past within the book. But here I am reading this book in a higher dimension, then I know the entire book is written. It's right here, right now. All the pages already exist. Correct? And so you have to like really think outside of the box per se, and really think like the time is not going from here from A to B. There's different layers. Think of like a Christmas tree, if you can. Christmas tree has different layers. It's like a different dimension, right? Or if you want to think about as a parade, if you want to put it that way. Usually parades start from the first to the last, right? There's numbers. But if you are watching a parade, let's say in a high rise, in the higher level of the building, then you watching the parade more like this going down compared to the people on the ground level watching the parade from the first to the last. Okay, so that makes sense. So that's why the time does not exist in the higher dimension. But when we are here, right now in the third dimension, we experience time linear. And we are the character in the book. We don't know what's the next page. But if you go higher dimension as a reader or as a writer, author in this case, then the book is finished and you know what the possibility is going to be. So this is one set of the question. So second set I want to address is some people ask, then if the book is already finished, then where's the free will? So some people I say, is this any better? Then that means we don't have free will, which is not true. Again, back to the infinite possibilities. So imagine this. There's many books, not just one books, right? If I'm holding one book right now, right here, right now, and this is only one book, right? And it can be many different copies on the same book as well, or a different entirely book. Does that make sense? So if you go on a higher dimension, which is let's say in a writer, author, or even a reader perspective, I can change this book and grab another book and read another book. So there's infinite possibility, different books. So your free will is to choose a book, a different book. If you're inside the book, the character inside the book, then of course you won't be able to change the book, right? Or choose a different book. You will be stuck inside this book. But if, in a spiritual perspective, if you are able to raise your vibration frequency, and then you are able to shift your reality into different possibilities. And the book is a perfect analogy. Or another one I can provide is movies, right? Movies is already made, and then they plays in the theater in a projector. And if a movie goer went to watch the movie, they watch frame by frame from the start to the end. But the whole movie is already complete. But the projector can switch the movie, right? You can shift into a different reality, or in this case, you can switch the film. You can project in a different film if you are in a higher dimension. But if you feel that you don't have your free will, then that means you're stuck in the 3D dimensions. But if you are able to adjust, raise your vibration and frequency, then you are able to shift into the higher dimension. Then you can be a director, writer, or screenwriter. This is what Dolores Canyon said. You are the actor, producer, director, and screenwriter. That's what she meant by this. So your free will is to manipulate your energy to shift into a different reality that you desire to experience and shift into the higher dimension. So that being said, time does not exist. Past, future, and present. It's just a time system that we are embodied, or the matrix system embodied in our 3D dimensions. And within this 3D dimension, you have the free will to go to higher vibration, higher frequency, and for you to shift your reality. I will go deeper into this subject because I'm fascinating about time traveling, quantum leap since when I was young. So I am going to dive deeper in my school community, which is coming soon. And it's free to join right now. I put a link in the show notes on the audio platform and a link in YouTube description for you to sign up for free to join right now. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Okay? And remember to always have your conscious in the present moment, because yesterday and tomorrow doesn't exist, and tomorrow never arrives. And someone actually asked me that question on TikTok as well to elaborate this concept. So right now, at this moment, present moment, if you say tomorrow I'll do certain things, then when the tomorrow arrives, it's actually today. It's present moment. So tomorrow will never be tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. It's always today. And the past is actually a memory, a data. Like another analogy I can give is like a computer. We have a data of the history of the browser or the search engine that you search is stored in the history, right? So every time you boot up your laptop or even your phone right now, it's in the present moment, right? And the phone is downloading all the memories, quote unquote, from the history, from quote unquote from the past. But you're looking at it in the present moment. You're retrieving those information as we speak right now, right here, right now. So that's why. So this is what I meant by there's no tomorrow, there's no yesterday. The only moment is present moment, and our conscious tend to like to travel to different moments in the future, imagination future, or the data, memory in the past. So we have to bring it back to the present moment and live in the present moment and for you to shift your consciousness to the higher dimension, higher frequency, and higher vibration. Okay? So hope this episode really answered a lot of you guys' questions on time. And if you have any additional questions on it, please feel free to leave a comment on YouTube, on the podcast audio platforms, or any social media platforms. And I will answer as much as I can. And until next time, stay safe and peace within.